Welcome back to the Life of a Shai, the series that tries to show you how to make money with life skilling. My name is Teddy, and with the desert being so far away or the desert debuff slowing you down, there has to be an easier way of mining for the materials needed to make those jewelry boxes. Today, I'll be showing you how to get the ore needed from the Highland Stoneback Crabs out here in Dragon. So if the title made you click or you just want a way to not spend hours in the sand, grab those pickaxes and let's head out to Dragon to start mining some Stoneback Crabs. Black Desert is a huge game, and with plenty of ways to life skill, there's always ways to do the same activity differently. With mining, you'd only expect to mine rocks, but if you've been here before, you know I like finding different ways to life skill. So I'm out here in the Tor River to show you just a way. Being out here in Dragon, most of the people you will see are here training or here for Garmoth, but there are some great little monsters here that can go head to head with Pilgrim Haven's mining. Enter the Stoneback Crabs. These guys are often avoided unless needing the knowledge, but with almost the same loot table as the stone out in Pilgrim's Haven, including the Starlight nodes, they make for a great alternative to the desert. The Stoneback Crabs are often surrounded by another mob, the Sharp Stoneback Crab, which, like the other crabs, let you mine them too. Be warned, these don't drop iron or any other metal like copper or tin, but these are great for all the materials for the jewelry boxes if that's what you're only looking for, and it makes it quicker than running to the Valencia region. If you're looking for iron, tin, or copper, this is not a good way. These mineable mobs can be found along the river here along the Gaiac altar. Because the Duvenkroon storage is so close, it saves money and lets me stay out here longer, making this a huge game changer to mining. Finally, the respawn timer on all the mobs here are faster than the rocks, so you can mine, making it easier to mine more and a lot faster than Pilgrims if you're fast enough. Before I run out there to start gathering, I'm gonna make sure I grab the daily quest from Liana. And because the Heidel ball buffs are still active, I'm gonna grab the gathering buff for that added gathering experience. I make sure to track both Highland Stoneback Crabs and the Sharp Stoneback Crabs so I don't get lost running around. Here's my mastery, and with all that out of the way, let's start killing these crabs and mining them. Getting started, it's a different feeling than running from each rock just to mine them. I have to kill these and then start mining. It's nice since you do have a separate loot table for killing it and then the loot table for mining it, just for that added chance of looting something good to sell. That's to say, they included any rare global drops, but I guess this episode we'll see. I got a couple magic crystals from testing out if I should make an episode on crab genocide, so I have hopes they can drop something juicy for me, but don't get confused. I personally don't think there's a reason to use any loot increase scrolls. That'd just be a waste. Having my Manos tools help, I just wish I finally got any of them enhanced to pen instead of just 10. I swear I'll go broke on buying crons just to try. So, I found these little guys the other day trying to increase my max energy. I wasn't expecting these to give back as much materials as they did, so now I want to see how much I can get out here just to show you the money that can be made. I'm not used to mining outside of Pilgrims anymore. I know I should be with the other ore out there that can be processed down and crafted into something else that can be sold, but with how easy it is to mine out there, I've been slacking. I should head to Odolator to try to see how much money nickel can make. I haven't mined any yet, and it's been a thought in my head for the last couple of weeks. If my workers are able to get mithril from the same nodes, then I wonder if I can manually get it from mining the nickel. But while you're watching me murder innocent crabs for the riches, be sure to let me know in the comments down below if you know of any other strange mobs that can be used to life skill. It always amazes me on the random mobs that can be overlooked. While you're down there, be sure to smash that like button if you're enjoying the life skilling content here on the channel. All the support is appreciated and helps the channel grow. Back to mining. Luckily, with the update to the Gatherer's uniform, I now have DP and the crabs don't hit as hard. They're not gonna kill me and I won't have to worry about my health anymore. It's not like trying to do hunting with all the mobs being able to almost one-shot me with a smile. I'm looking at you, Narcion, hunting mobs. I'm relying on getting the rough lustrous gems for a chance of getting the Manos processing stone. I want to enhance it for my wizard or just get one to sell. So I might make a guide on how to make a Manos gear and tools without buying any of the materials, but for now, trying to get the stone from mining is something I want to see if I can do. Now, I'm pretty sure I still have a chance of spawning one of the buried traces, but I might be wrong. The Starlight nodes might replace them instead since I'm mining instead of gathering. If someone could tell me, that'd be great, but luckily I've gotten the lustrous gems, so I have a small bonus. Besides, with the rough gems, I'll craft them into jewelry to sell on the central market, or I'll just use them for my alts. It would be amazing if I was able to get both traces and starlights at the same time. It could really increase the amount of silver that can be made. Needing the Iona fragments can be slow with getting them from mob grinding around Media and Valencia, but we'll see. Luckily, this route is pretty much a circle around. There's some lizards here in the area too if you're looking for lizard blood or lizard meat. They won't make anywhere near what I can make mining these crabs. As an hour is coming up, here's what I was able to gather so far. But with repairing my tools and reapplying the buffs that I need, it's time to head back out and see if I can get more chances at a Manos processing stone. If this is able to get the same amount as Pilgrims, I can't wait to start getting more jewelry crates made up and not have a whole alt out there in Pilgrims. That'll free up more life scaling gear so I can get a whole new alt geared up. Jumping around from group to group is easy with these not running, and looking for the pointy rocks makes it quicker. Just spot those Sharp Stoneback Crabs and there you have it. Wherever there's a Sharp, there is a Highland waiting around. I'm curious if there's another spot around the regions that also sport the same type of crabs in this amount. If I can find a spot closer to Glish, the faster I can start processing everything down and get trading done. I'm gonna have to see what it's like to burn down all my energy here. I almost have 450, but the real question would be, do I have enough patience? In which, I'm not sure, but it would be interesting to find out. It could make a ton of money, or it could just be a waste of time. With having so many energy tonics and energy potions, my artifact already gives back energy, so I'm not too concerned about burning it all before the 2-hour mark. The extra energy is always welcome though, and I can't really complain about it. I do like having as many made as I do. I can stay out here longer before having to run back to the storage and start making more room. It's not as far as Pilgrims to Valencia, which is great, but can still take some time if I'm overweight. Using the tent is also a great time saver with not needing to have to run back for repairs. With all these crabs and gathering them all, it'd be a waste of time having to run back to Duvenkroon just to repair. I can now repair on my way to the storage just in case I have to manually put everything in and have some fresh tools when I get back. It's a shame I won't get the zinc needed for my Averia Caravel. It would make it a lot easier, but sadly I still have to run to the desert and get the 37,000 zinc ore needed. Once I can get the Caravel, it would be nice to not need all those materials for a while. I will say it has been entertaining getting all the materials needed, and I've been able to see more of the game, but the need for all of that ore is a reminder of just how fun ships are. At least I still have a shot at getting a Manos processing stone with the lustrous gems I'm getting. Hopefully I can start getting my alts geared in Manos and build them up manually. This is a nice change from being out on the ocean all week doing bartering and sailing. Getting the ferry's breath is going to help getting the contribution points needed for more ship parts, and help levels and alts gathering. Thinking about it, I might have to make a guide on how to get the life scaling gear and tools for free without having the need to use the central market. Just using the life skills to get the materials needed down to the mana stones that have to be bought from the jewelry vendors. But sadly, now that my buffs are coming to an end, it's time to head back to Duvenkroon to see the total amount and how much it'll all make on the central market. Starting out with the rough stone, I was able to make 122 mil after turning in illustrious gems. The gold ore can make about 1.2 mil when listed, which is low but can be sent to Glish easily. The silver ore makes about 3.1 mil, which, much like the gold, makes the jewelry boxes easier to make. Platinum ore makes about 7.9 mil. If you're using workers to gather at Omar, this is a nice way to supplement it for those jewelry boxes. Because Duvenkroon doesn't have any jewelry vendors, I had to go to Heidel where I can start turning in the lustrous gems, which I didn't get the Manos processing stone, but with all the gems, I can make about 22.7 mil total when they're all listed. I was able to get black stone powder, which makes about 2.6 mil when listed. The sharps can make me 16.3 mil, whereas the hards can make me 30.4 mil. This isn't too bad, but I plan to use these for enhancing, but it's nice to know there's a way to get the rares needed. All the black gem fragments were able to get me 19.2 mil, but I'll choose another way to get the fragments when I need to start enhancing Manos again. Lastly, for the Caphras, I was able to make about 105 mil. Choosing the fluid collect can net way more than just mining the stoneback crabs here. In total, I was able to make 330.7 mil. For wanting a different way to mine, this isn't too bad. With there being so many ways to earn money life skilling, it's nice to know there's monsters out there that we can gather to be used in more ways than just experience. Now, Pilgrim's Haven is still going to be the best spot for mining most of the materials needed to start making crates or getting those boats made. This is a nice change in pace and can still make some good money so you aren't completely wasting your time. If it wasn't for the need to increase my max energy, I would have never known about these crabs or have bothered to see if they can make millions when being mined. This is not going to be the best way to mine, nor is this the best way to level gathering. This was just a fun way to show you how much I can make while mining the stoneback crabs out in Black Desert. You should just enjoy the game at your own pace. And speaking of enjoying the game at your own pace, I hope you enjoyed this episode and it helps you start making money in a different way. If you want to see how to level those life skills or just start making millions, click this video here and I'll see you in the next episode where I'm going to be fishing out in Magoria to trade fish at Valencia.